Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're watching this, I'm going to assume you already know what Chapters is, and if you don't, please check the description box of this video for a brief overview of what the app is. Now let's jump straight into the tutorial. So I'll later be making an in-depth tutorial that will cover how you create a Chapters story from start to finish, but for now I'm simply going to go over how you create a cover using the characters from your story. So if you've already been tinkering around inside the editor and you're ready to publish your story, but you may not have a decent looking cover done, then this video is for you. So first things first, let's go to your story. And for the record, I'm doing all of this on PC and not on a phone or tablet. So go ahead and click inside your story. You should already have some characters made. If you don't, then please do so and then come back to this portion of the video. So if you do already have your characters made, all you have to do is click on who you want to be on the cover. And to keep things clean and to prevent your cover from looking too crowded, I would suggest using no more than 2 to 3 people. But anyways, with your character open, click on modify profile. So from here you can create different styles for your characters. If you haven't already, I would suggest you to do that before we download your people. And once you have your outfits made, or whatever outfit you want her to wear on the cover, go ahead and select that image. Don't forget to change the expressions. You can do that. So let's say she has a shocked expression. So we can download it with the expressions for the characters as well. So make sure that you don't forget that step before you download your character. Alright, so once you've done all that, there's 2 ways to download your character image. And the first way is to simply right click on your character from this screen here and then select Save Image As. Now when you go to the image on your computer, you'll see here that she does not have a background, so it does save it as a beautiful, clean, ping image. Now the second way to download your character, if for some reason that first step didn't work, is to right click, open image in a new tab, go to the new tab. I know it looks like that there's a background here, but trust me, there isn't. So we're going to follow the same steps as we did for the first run through, and we're going to right click here, save image as, and there is both of our characters. So now that you know how to save your characters, you can go back and repeat these steps for the rest of your characters or whoever you want to put on your cover. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished downloading my characters. So now that you have your characters downloaded, let's go ahead and switch over to canva.com. The link is in the description box of this video. So this is where you'll make your cover. Canva is free to use and it has tons of pre-made templates that you can easily tweak to your liking. I'll show you how to access the free elements so that you don't get confused on what you can and can't use. So if you don't already have a Canva account, I highly suggest you create one. It's a super helpful tool for creators. So on the main screen, you'll need to select Instagram story. It may be right here, or you may need to click social media and then go to where is it, Instagram story, or if you don't see it there for some reason, at the top here you can also find it by looking highlighting over templates, going to social media and seeing Instagram stories. So the reason that we need to select the Instagram story template is because the size is 1080 by 1920, which is the recommended fit that Chapters wants you to use for your story cover. So simply click on Instagram story and then you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Now as you can see on the left hand side here, you have various template designs that you can use. The possibilities are endless here. But before we jump into designing, we do need to upload your characters into Canva. So also on the left hand side, you should see over here the uploads button. If you don't see it for some reason, you may need to select more and then just simply click it and it'll add it over here to the left hand side. So click the uploads button. I already went ahead and did it, but I'll just show you what to do. So to upload your characters, just hit upload media and it should open to your pictures folder on your computer. Double click and Canva will immediately upload your ping image. It may also look like this if you want to hit the little button here you'll get options. Just hit upload, or you can just simply hit upload media, whatever works for you. All right, so now that we have your characters into Canva, it's time to design your cover. So this is where your creativity needs to come in, so I can't really tell you what to do here, but I'll just show you how I normally make my covers and try to give you some tips along the way. Also, if you want to include elements on your covers like stars or hearts or emojis, so let's go over to the elements tab here. So let's type in heart. And as you can see, you have different options that you can use. If you click on it, you can click and drag it and resize it, turn it around, whatever. So you can use elements to add to your cover as well. However, make sure that you're using the free elements. The icons that have the crown on it, don't click on those. If you do, when you try to download your cover, it'll have a watermark on it. So avoid the icons that have the little crown here, because those are paid images. The ones without them are free to use, and you can easily download those without a watermark. Anyway, let's get back to designing. So my suggestion when it comes to creating a cover is to have a good looking font. Make sure your characters are positioned well, and try to keep your background light. Visually speaking, you want it to catch the reader's eye, so try to make it bright but not too bright. Also, if your story has darker themes, that's fine as well. Just make sure your characters and the text are visible against the dark background. And as a side note, if you don't want to use your chapter's character as your cover, you can get copyright free pictures from websites like Unsplash and Pexels, which is what I personally use to create my Wattpad book covers. Anyway, let's get back to designing. So I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to use one of these pre-made templates to show you how you can design one of those, and then I'm also going to use, let me add another page, then I'm also going to use one of these basic backgrounds to show you how to use those as well. So let's explore some templates. I'm going to choose one of these templates, and then we'll jump back into the cover. Alright guys, so I found one that I want to use. So once you find a template that you want to use, go ahead and click on it. This is free, mind you. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this text here. Then we're going to go back to our characters. Now here's something that I suggest you do when it comes to creating on Canva. If you just go ahead and click on your character and add them in here, depending on whatever background you have, sometimes it might merge your character into the background and expand it in a very large way. I don't know why it does that, but to prevent that from happening, what I would suggest you do is to select everything. So left click and hold with your mouse, select everything, and then come over here in the upper right hand corner and lock that into place so it doesn't move around when you're trying to resize your characters and things like that. Okay, so let's say I want to use this character. I didn't tweak the color or anything, but if you do want to do that, then you can just go up here and change the color to whatever you want. All right, so once you click and add your covers, just left click and it'll automatically put them over here. To resize them, you just simply hold and expand. I like to delete the extra space, so you can do that as well if you prefer. Now, when it comes to these interactive fiction apps, the bigger the better. So you want your people to be seen on the cover, obviously. So let's say we're going to put her right here in the center, and let's lock her into place. Now let's add one of our men. Now you see how he's positioned before her. To put him behind her, in the upper right hand corner, select the position button, then select backward, and you can keep clicking it, like if you want to send them all the way back there, but don't do that. It should only take one time, and he should go right behind her. Okay, so now let's add another male character here. I want him to be facing the opposite way. So in the upper left hand corner, while he is selected, hit flip, and we're gonna do flip horizontal. And same thing, go back to position, select back, move him over here a little bit. Let's say you got your characters positioned however you want, but you see how we have a sharp cut down here? We need to cover this up. So let's go to elements and let's explore graphics. So if you didn't see what I did, let me do it again. I went to the elements tab here on the left hand side. I went to graphics, and then it should say something like magic recommendations or whatever. Looks like most of these are free, which is great for us. So what I'm gonna do, I kind of like this one. So let me click on this. The fun thing about Canva, when you add images here, it creates little palettes for the image, which is great. So I'm just gonna select a color. This isn't gonna be a perfect cover. I'm just showing you what to do. Like I said, once you get in here, you can let your creativity run wild and design it however you like. That covers up the harsh line, and I'm going to position that behind her. Now, if you want to duplicate an image or a element while you still have it selected, in the upper right hand corner, hit these two little, I don't know what these icons are called, but that's how you duplicate images instead of going back and clicking on it again. And then we're going to position that back. Okay, so now those harsh lines at the bottom are covered. Great. Now, next we want to add some text. So you can either do it with no design. So if you click here, let's say, I don't know, test story. Up at the top, you can choose from various fonts. Again, don't select the ones with the crown because those are paid fonts and you will have a watermark on your cover. You can adjust the size here. You can change the color here. You can italicize. You may have to highlight it and then italicize. You can make it all caps. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can go to effects here and give it a cute little effect. Okay, so this icon here, this is for bullet points. You don't really need that. And this is left align, center, etc. Okay, so if you want to space, like that's what that does. And then line spacing is if you have it. That's what that does. Okay, you get the picture. Also, that's one way to add text. The other way to add text, they have some neat little designs here as well. So you can use one of these. Again, avoid the ones with the little crown unless you have a Canva subscription. So let's click on, I don't know, let's click on this one. Now, you see how this is combined? If you just want to keep the cheers but get rid of to the new year, just hit ungroup up here and then click on it and then delete. All right, so that's, if you were watching that the whole time, that was one way to create a cover. So I just moved them down and so that I could have space for my text up here. Obviously this cover is garbage. I'm just trying to prove a point and make it simple for you guys, but anyway, you can make it look however you want it to look. So let's say you're done with that. To download your cover, you simply hit the download button. Do not do ping image. You need to select JPEG or JPG. This is the only file type that chapters accepts, so make sure to select that when downloading, and then select, if you've been creating multiple designs, select whichever design you want, or you can select all, whatever's up to you. Hit done and then hit download. Now the other way to make a cover, let's say you don't want to go through and use one of these pre-made templates or whatever. So let's simply go to background, and you can select one of these. Now another cool trick that I want to show you while we're in here, while you have your character selected, if you go to edit image in the upper left hand corner and scroll down to shadows, hit use. Okay, and then go there's so many ways to go to it. And then go to see all, select drop, and this will give you like a cute little outline, shadow outline that gives your character more depth visually. And you can hit, let's do left, no, left, hit apply, click out. Okay, great. Okay, so once you're done customizing your little heart out, go back to the chapters editor and go to your story, click into it, and it should be over here in the upper right. Select modify, upload a cover, you'll get a preview, hit confirm, and there we have it. Go to next, hit save, and your cover is changed and complete. And basically that's how you make a cover on Canva for your chapter's story. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. I'll do my best to help you. And I'll also be doing other tutorials to show you how to use some of the features in the editor as well. If there's a specific video that you want to see, go ahead and comment that below. Do leave a like on this video if it helped you in some way. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.